Good morning, everybody. This is the First Alert Desk. My name is Lana Harris. Thanks so much for joining us on this very cold Monday in Atlanta. It is the first day of spring, and it does not feel like it. It is freezing outside, literally, but the warm up is on the way and it's going to be glorious. We're going to have your full forecast in just a couple of minutes, but as always, we're going to go over your top stories to make sure you are updated on the headlines of today, what's going on. A lot to talk about, some cool things to talk about. As always, if you are watching on our Atlanta News First Facebook page, be sure to shout us out, say hello. If you have a comment, question, a concern, I should be able to see it right here. Michael Baxter, good morning to you as always. We appreciate you watching. Anybody else who wants to chime in as well, feel free to, and we will jump right in. Okay, so our first story is from overnight. It's a really sad one. Unfortunately, 2 adults and a teenager were shot in Conyers, Georgia. So we've got some video for you. We were there overnight when this happened, and just an awful story. The teenager was 17 years old. So this happened at a home in the Honey Creek subdivision. Police say when they responded to the call a little after midnight, they found 2 adults and a 17-year-old girl shot to death. Now, the good news is the suspect is in custody. No word on the identity of the suspect or any possible relation to the victims. Now, we have been waiting on an update. Since about 9 o'clock. Investigators were going to hold another press conference on that, but they have not yet. We're told that was delayed because investigators are trying to figure out what exactly they can and cannot say. But once we learn anything new, we'll be sure to update you. Of course, we do this at 11 o'clock too, so if you want to tune in on our OTT, our Atlanta News First app, you can do that as well to get that update. Another story that we've been following, we actually push this out on the morning show because we're trying to help a family find a missing 13-year-old girl. If you have any kids, if you have any young loved ones in your life, you can imagine how scary they are. So we want to show you her right now. This is her. 13 years old. Again, take a really good look. She was last seen on Friday leaving her home near Evans Mill Road. She was wearing a pink jacket, blue jeans, and Jordans at the time. She has brown eyes, black hair, and 2 nose piercings. Again, 13 years old. If you think you've seen her, if you know where she is, you are asked to contact police. Now, this next story, a lot of people can probably relate to. You might have driven on this road before. You might have also felt scared on this road. People think it's a dangerous road. And now a mother of a hit-and-run victim wants to see changes on this road because 6 months later, after her daughter was killed there's been no arrest in that case. It was a awful situation. It happened on Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway. In fact, you might have seen this victim's face. This is Brittany Glover. Her family says that when she was hit on Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway in West Atlanta, the driver sped off and just left her there to die. And unfortunately, she did die. And Brittany Glover's mother is now not only asking people to come forward with answers, but she and so many other people are asking for changes to be made on that road. They say that it's dangerous. They want to see more traffic lights installed. They want the speed limit to be lowered, and they want to see more speed limit signs posted. Now, Atlanta City Council's Keisha Waits says things are in the works and that she is standing with the family and that she is committed to advocating for changes on the state level. But again, you can imagine if your loved one was hit by a car on the road where she was walking, she was walking, and the driver left them there. Awful situation, and of course, we'll be following that story for if any changes do come to that stretch of road. The next story had a lot of people talking specifically over the weekend. Former President Donald Trump claims that he is going to be arrested tomorrow. Okay, so we'll play the video. He posted that update on Truth Social. That's a social media site. So there's no evidence that an arrest is coming. He said what he called illegal leaks from the Manhattan District Attorney's Office indicate that he will be arrested tomorrow on Tuesday. Now, his legal team says this claim is not based off of communication with the Manhattan DA. It's just a prediction based off of media reports. Regardless, again, a lot of people reacting from supporters who he asked to protest and, quote, take our nation back. Now, the timing of this comes as there are new developments in the Manhattan grand jury's investigation. You'll probably recall he's under investigation here in Georgia over possible election interference and in D.C. over those classified documents that were found in his home in Mar-a-Lago. So this one in Manhattan is looking into alleged hush money payments to adult film stars Stormy Daniels that Trump's former lawyer Michael Cohen is accused of making on Trump's behalf during the 2016 election. Now, Trump denies any wrongdoing in this case. And today, Michael Cohen's former legal advisor could be called to discredit the testimony Cohen gave about this incident. Now, some supporters are speaking out in Trump's defense. They are attacking this investigation. And others seem to be concerned about the potential protests that Trump called for. Listen to this.
This feels like a politically charged prosecution here.
We want calmness out there. Nobody violence or harm to anything else.
Now, of course, the Manhattan District Attorney, Alvin Bragg, is weighing in on this. He actually sent an email to his staff saying that safety is the top priority and that, quote, "we do not tolerate attempts to intimidate our office." Of course, the claim is that the arrest is coming tomorrow. People across the country are looking to see if that actually happens, of course. So we will keep you posted. And, of course, we will send you a push alert to your phone if you have the Atlanta News First app the moment that we learn of a new development in that case. This next story is just really cool. All right, you got to see this one. Maybe you've seen it already on social media. I've got some details for you. Got to pull up another video to show you. It was space debris flying through the sky in California. It was kind of freaking people out because it looked like, I don't know, I'm no conspiracy theorist. It kind of looked like something extraterrestrial, but you can decide for yourself. All right, so this is what people saw. And you can see it's a formation of something flying through the sky in California. This is in Sacramento. Mysterious streaks of light. This happened on Friday night. So people were celebrating St. Patrick's Day, likely drinking a bit, likely didn't know if they were really seeing what they were seeing in the sky. But this is real. One man says that he was celebrating St. Patrick's Day when he saw it, so he started filming this. This is Jamie Hernandez's video. He said the whole thing happened and was over in about 40 seconds. So the background here. An astronomer weighed in on this. An astronomer at the Harvard-Smithsonian Center for Astrophysics told the Associated Press that he's actually 99.9% confident that these streaks of light were from burning space debris. He said the equipment weighed about 683 pounds, and that's what we're looking at here. He said it was thrown from the space station back in 2020 because it wasn't in use anymore and was taking up valuable space. So officials said it was expected to burn up completely on re-entry, and ultimately the astronomer estimated the debris was about 40 miles high and going thousands of miles per hour. Isn't that strange? Hit pause. I'm going to play it for you one more time. Okay, burning space debris. If you see anybody talking about aliens, at least there's a 99.9% positivity from an astronomer. That's not what that is. I personally think the way that it's coming in, the formation is just fascinating, isn't it? All right. That does it for us. We would usually have a meteorologist here. They're actually working and very busy this morning. Of course, we got a very cold forecast for today. It does warm up a little bit later on in the day. We've got an amazing warm up going on later in the week. Our meteorologists are going to be on Atlanta News First at noon. They'll give you a full breakdown of exactly what you can expect. Until then, here is a look at the airport for you so you can see nice blue skies. That's what we like to see. No rain in this cold. Have a good day, everybody.